It's Black Friday tomorrow, and then it's going to be the run up to Christmas, and then it's going to be Boxing Day, and then the January sales are going to start. So let's talk about how to survive the sales. I'm Rachel Papworth from Green and Tidy, the online professional organizer, liberating you from the shackles of clutter and chaos for peace of mind and productivity. And before I start talking about the sales, I just want to say a heartfelt thank you, both to everybody who's emailed me back from my weekly emails recently because of some stuff that's been going on in my personal life, and also to everybody who puts a positive comment on one of these YouTube videos or on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Instagram. I really, really, really appreciate it. It does really genuinely mean a lot to me. In fact, it's why I do this. It tells me that I'm making a difference to you. So I just want to say a massive thank you for that. And then let's talk about the sales. So what is Black Friday all about? Well, there's a number of different theories about why it's called Black Friday, but the one I seem to hear most commonly is that that Friday at the end of November is the point when retailers go into the black, by which they mean that up until that point, they haven't made any money, and it's only the stuff that they sell after the end of November and throughout December is when they actually start making money. Well, can I just say, boo-hoo, my heart bleeds. Because if you work that out, if you say, even if we assume that they sell the same amount of stuff throughout the year, that their sales are constant, that means that they're making a profit on 1 in 12 of what they sell. So 1 in 12 of the money they take is a profit. And that's an 8% profit margin. Now, in fact, they're probably making more than that because I reckon they sell more in the run up to Christmas than any time of the year. But let's even just go with 1 in 12, an 8% profit margin. Well, I've done a bit of research online, and a 5% profit margin, or even a 3.5% profit margin, is regarded as excellent in retail. So I am not going to be doing any shopping because I feel sorry for retailers. They're making plenty of money and they're very, very good at selling us stuff. Okay, so what do the sales mean for us? Well, they could mean saving money and getting a bargain, but most of the time, I think what they mean is over shopping, overconsumption, destruction of sustainable life on the planet, running out of money before it gets to Christmas, and clutter that creates stress and anxiety in our lives. So here are my 5 top tips for surviving the sales, and you're going to have to excuse me because as usual I'm going to have to consult my notes. But point number 1, be strategic. I always say to only shop with a list, and this is particularly true during the sale period because the retailers are so good at setting things up so that you will be pulled into buying something that you wouldn't normally buy. Do not go to the shops, do not go to online shopping sites without knowing exactly what it is that you want to buy. And I mean, be really specific. So don't think, I need something new to wear to the party season this year. Be really clear about what it is that you want. Shop your wardrobe first, go through your wardrobe, make sure that you don't already have something that will fulfill that function. And if you don't, if you really do feel that you need to buy something, be really clear what it is that you're looking for. So I'm looking for a dress that will be able to go from day to evening wear. I'll be able to wear it to the office and then go straight out in the evening, just dressing it up, maybe with a bit of jewellery and a different top. And it'll be warm enough to walk to whatever bar we're going to, and then when I get off I can take the layer and it won't be too hot when I'm in the bar or too hot when I'm in my heated office. So be really, really specific about what it is that you want. Okay, that's point 1. Yes, don't browse, just buy what you want. Point 2, be ethical. Now, if you're following me on any of my social media channels, indeed including here, then the chances are that you care about what you shop and what you buy, and you try to be ethical in your decisions. Don't let that slip just because it's sales season. So when you see something that's really, really cheap, take a moment to think, why is it so cheap? Who made that item? Where do they live? How old are they? Why is it in so much packaging? What am I going to do with this thing when it gets to the end of its life? Do I really, really need it? What are those materials? What are those materials that it's made of doing to the planet? Ask the questions that you normally ask and don't let your standards slip. Point 3, be suspicious. So we all know that retailers are canny about pricing. They sell things for a short period of time at a higher price so that when it comes to the sale period, they can display it as it was 60 quid and now it's 30 quid, it was 60 bucks and now it's 30 bucks, it's half price, but they only ever intended to get 30 bucks for it in the first place. So be suspicious, don't fall for those sale prices. Think about whether the thing is really worth the price at which it is placed right now. Would you pay that higher price for it, or would you only pay this lower price for it anyway? Okay, point 4, be tough. So when you see something, when you start to get that fizz that comes up inside, like, I think I'm really going to have to buy this item, take a step back and have a think whether you really, really do want to make that decision. Like I say, would you have bought it at the full price? Are you only buying it because it's cheap? Do not cut quality just because it's on sale. Only buy the sort of thing that you would normally buy. And finally, be unattached. Be prepared to walk away having bought nothing. It's okay if you do that. So I'm just going to give you a quick example from my own life. My SLR camera, I was in Iceland recently and it got rained on really badly and it is broken. I'm absolutely gutted. It was working just fine. I was very happy with it. I had no intention of replacing it, but it's gone and it can't be repaired. Apparently, they don't water damage digital cameras because the damage can just continue happening and they could think it was repaired. And anyway, blah, 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 they won't repair it. So I'm going to replace it. So you would think this might be a good time of year to go out and buy a new camera. It's a big ticket item. It's a big good time of year to save money. But I'm not going to do it because I haven't done enough research in the run up to this period to know what it is exactly that I want and what I would be prepared to pay for it and what it's generally priced at in the normal run of things. The chances are if I go out and buy a mirrorless camera or an SLR camera now, I will buy something that will not be what I would have bought before, might even be more expensive than I would have spent on it, and will not be any kind of saving. So I'm going to be tough. I'm not going to get pulled into doing that now. I'm going to go on doing my research, and if I end up buying something at full price, well, at least I'll be sure I've bought the right thing for me. So there you go. I would love to hear your tips for surviving the sales. Please put them in the video below as usual. And I will see you next time. Be strong out there.